Vote for George.
KP in the news.
Vote for George. Vote for George. George Clinton, 2020, One Nation Under a Groove, baby. That's right. And here we go with the news. So, a man who burned the cross to intimidate black family gets 3 years in prison. Graham Williamson, a 38-year-old white man who was convicted of a hate crime charges after burning a cross outside the home of an African-American family to intimidate them, has been sentenced to 3 years in prison. His sentence came a few months after his accomplice, Louis Rivette, was sentenced to 11 years in prison. In August, Williamson reportedly entered a guilty plea to federal hate crime charges, including one count of interference with housing rights and a count of conspiring to use fire to commit a federal felony. According to authorities, on October 2017, Williamson and Rivette built a wooden cross using materials from Rivette's home and burned it outside the home of an unnamed juvenile resident in Seminary, Mississippi. The two confessed they knew that burning the cross has historic meanings, and they only did it to really threaten, frighten, and intimidate the victim and other African American residents because of their race, color, or because they lived in an occupied residence in the area of Seminary, the Justice Department said. Rivette, who pleaded guilty to similar charges in September, received a harsher sentence of 11 years in prison. Prosecutors said he was instrumental in committing the crime, that he actively recruited others to join him in the racist act. Meanwhile, FBI Jackson Division Special Agent in charge, Michelle Stupin, said in a statement, Mississippi should not have to fear for their safety within their own neighborhoods. And this case should be send a strong message to those who threaten others based on race or color. So, only thing I got to do is drum roll. 3 years, baby. Go join your boy that got 11 years for the same crime. Your homeboy partners in crime over there burning crosses on people's lawn. You know, hey, wake the hell up. This is 2019, almost 2020, and all that stupidity, you know, racist stupidity and all that foolishness, you can take that crap and shove it, because ain't nobody having that bullshit these days. You can forget that. It ain't happening. Nobody's scared of you. Here we go with the another incident of, this time is going to the movie while black. The film stopped. Black women racially profiled at a movie theater during Harriet screening. New Orleans, Louisiana, a group of women who were members of an African American women's empowerment group called 504 Queens are disappointed after reportedly being racially profiled while watching Harriet at an AMC movie theater in New Orleans. They say the theater employees accused them of using fake tickets, and they believed it happened because they were black. Sandra Gordon, who was 65 years old, was with about 13 of her group members on November 3rd to watch the blockbuster movie about the legendary abolitionist Harriet Tubman. Later, Gordon says at least 3 employees came in, forced her to show her ticket, and accused that she was in the wrong seat. When she showed them the ticket on her phone, which matched their assigned seats, the employees left. Suddenly, the film was stopped and the lights went on. Another employee reportedly confronted Gordon and said they were cursing and being aggressive to the other employee who checked the ticket. One witness, 32-year-old Brandon Mayo, told Nola, "I was shocked. She was all in that woman Gordon's face, and the woman was an elderly woman. Some people yell, 'Take her out of here,' as if she had done something to make them cut the movie off. I'm sure it was embarrassing." Gordon said, "I saw how people were looking at us. It was humiliating, especially with the movie being shown. We were watching people being whipped, being shot in the head, their children being sold away from them, and then you shut down this movie, this emotional movie, and come to me about a ticket dispute. It felt like the 1800s all over again." Even when the movie started again and another manager confirmed that their ticket was valid, the women chose to leave and were given refunds instead. They said they felt they were racially profiled. I wonder if it was a white lady, would all this have occurred? Meanwhile, Ryan Noonan, the spokesman for AMC Theaters, said in a statement, based on our initial investigation, operational mistakes by the theater team led to this unacceptable and unnecessary disruption, and we are working with the theater to address what occurred. We sincerely apologize to our guests in the theater for this disruption and for the frustration they experienced as a result of it. So that's a little bit too late for all that. You know you were wrong. The people was wrong in the first place. And this is a story that I talked about a little while back. And it's right at this period right now that, people call it like Black Friday, but what's going on nationwide, and we trying to get this thing accomplished. And it's Shop Black Week, and it's projected to set historical numbers for black business owners. And nationwide, what started out as a campaign by several dozen determined organizations asking every American to support black-owned businesses for a week has morphed into a worldwide movement. Currently, an estimated 200 organizations now unite to ensure the success of the National Shop Black Week campaign that starts Friday, November 22nd through Black Friday, November 29th. That number is 3 times more than the initial grassroots effort. The growing collective represents more than 1.5 million members from coast to coast, sharing information via their social media accounts, requesting subscribers to follow the Shop Black Week, hashtag Shop Black Week, and hashtag SBW 2019, and relay their purchases, business names, locations, and dates. Serving black communities and households across the country have spread the news about SBW with overwhelming response. Churches, and primarily in African American congregations and black media, are among them. Local newspapers and magazines giants such as Ebony and Black Enterprise covered the movement. However, supporters have crossed ethnic and racial lines, displaying diversity in the 7-day SBW event. Coordinators noted that they have not found another time in recent history when such organizations have come together for a single cause. We had no idea that so many different people from different backgrounds would want to get involved in a timely and important movement. The Nubian Network, the lead in coordinating Shop Black Week activities. So you can visit www.shopblackweek.org. That's shopblackweek.org for information to participate in a business, individual, or organization. And go, like I said before, do what you can. It's not like you saying you got to buy everything from a black business. But hey, if you can go out there and you can do that between now and Christmas, hey, make it Shop Black Month. Not just week. You Shop Black Month. Keep the money in the community. That's right. We're gonna try to get that economic status.
KP in the news.
Peace.